Do I have stories to tell you? Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's a bit of a long story. You might want to sit down, grab one of these. Yeah, we're gonna have to start painting because I'm kind of on thin ice here. Yeah, I don't really have time to waste. Man, this paint is like dried right out. My face. Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. Why? Oh, yeah. Well, okay, I'll tell you because I trust you. So, I'm outside and I passed the reindeer and I just made this comment about Vixen because, I mean, come on, we all know she's a bit of a ho-ho-ho, right? I mean, the name Vixen, come on, right? Yeah, well, it turns out Vixen is from Jersey. Yeah, I know, who knew? Yeah, so she was a little scrappier than I anticipated. So, hoof to the eye, leaves a bit of a mark. If you ask me, it's not really a fair fight. Because, I mean, if I hit her too hard, then what? It's like animal cruelty or something. Ridiculous. I know. And all I did was say what everyone else was thinking. But, whatever. I say it and then I'm the bad guy, so whatever. It's just my lot in life. My lipstick. Ugh, who knows at this point. I had a little bit of a tussle with the little drummer boy. Well, aside from the fact that he wakes everybody up with that same pa-dum-pa-bum-bum over and over and over and over. Right, like learn a new song. Anyway, no, so turns out, allegedly, because I can't say this for certain because it's gossip, but allegedly, the little drummer boy is banging more than just his drum, if you catch my drift. Well, no, I can't tell you that. I can tell you, well, I shouldn't, but I can give you a hint. Okay, so look at the, no, don't look yet. Look at the table behind us. In a second, don't look right now because I'm talking about it. Yeah, it'll be too obvious. Okay, so there's like literally only one female elf over there. Yeah, so just turn and look in a second. Allegedly, unconfirmedly, it's her. Well, one of them anyway. Oh yeah. Yeah, so the other one, well, I don't know for sure. I mean, there's not a whole lot of us, like, female elves up here. And I guess technically I'm not, like, a real elf since I'm from Miami. Sometimes I still can't believe I gave up the sun for this place. Oh my god. No, I, aged out of my last job, just a very narrow window for that one. Part of my agreement when I moved up here, as part of the whole, like, wholesome image thing, was that I'm not really allowed to divulge the details of that. So, yeah. And that's one of those ones where, I mean, I don't like to gossip or anything. I just like to, share my truth with people. But that's one of those things where if I share my truth, Santa is like super against it, so I would probably have to face boy. Oh my god. Okay, I'll tell you the other one that I know for sure. Just because I can't resist. Again, I don't like to gossip. It's just, I think it's important that a place that talks about, upholding morals and values should have an open policy in terms of honesty, right? And that adultery should not be something that we sweep under the rug and that we're okay with because, yada yada yada, family values. Yeah, but then I get put on the naughty list for fighting with a reindeer. She threw the first punch. Although, I don't know if, is it a punch if it's a hoof? I don't know. All I can say for sure is that it hurt. And you know what? I'm woman enough to admit that. She definitely held her own. I'll give her that. Yeah, Santa completely freaked out. He put me on the naughty list immediately. There was no trial. There was no appeal. It was just straight to the naughty list. And I was like, come on, seriously? Again, I may have started it verbally, but I didn't throw the first punch. I didn't get physical. That's just not in my nature. Except also with the little drummer boy. But that, whatever. That's different. He didn't even technically hit me. He just threw one of those sticks at my face. Wimp. Right, oh my god, I just get so distracted. I'm just trying to make sure that I get this toy looking pristine because I want to try and get back on everybody's good side. Yeah, which is why I've decided to just be good in general, as you can probably tell. Making an effort here. And you know what? I think it's kind of ironic actually because this nutcracker that I was given has a little drum. I know. I don't know if it's some kind of a joke or whatever, but I'm not laughing. But this is gonna be the most stunning, majestic Christmas spirit snowflakes up your you-know-what toy that you've ever seen. Because nobody's going to be able to complain about me again. Yeah. Right, so back to my story. Ugh, do you hear that wind? I know, it's like the Yeti yawned too loudly or something. It's just wild out there. And they say I'm problematic. That guy's so temperamental. And don't even get me started on Jack Frost. That guy is such a creep. Now, have you seen the way he looks at some of the elves? Oh, gross. Yeah, talk about stranger danger. But yeah, so the little drummer boy, now this is not, again, I can't confirm it, but aside from, that one over there, I'm pretty sure he's having an affair with, Mrs. Claus. Yeah, but you definitely didn't hear it from me. I hate to talk badly about people. And again, gossiping, not too big a fan of it, right? But she just, if you ask me, she doesn't really have the Christmas spirit. Now, I admit that I don't always have the Christmas spirit. I'm not always, I don't know, full of sugar plums and candy canes and all that jazz. But I admit that, and I'm aware of it. And I'm also not married to the guy that shoves candy canes down everybody's damn throats. Exactly, it just seems hypocritical, right? you're going to be married to the big guy, you're going to reap the rewards of the North Pole Kingdom, then you should be as wholesome as you expect everyone else to be. Exactly. Man, this is turning out so well. I'm serious. It looks incredible. How's yours? Looks good. Where did you get the glitter paint? That's so cool. Yeah, he doesn't let me near the glitter after Miami. My paint is all like disgusting and dried out. Ugh. I think this is on purpose. I think I've been set up to fail. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Have you heard from Frosty lately? I know. Can't believe it. Well, I can kind of believe it. I mean, jeez, the guy was always around kids. What did they think was gonna happen? Well, I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody should have had the foresight to put a little distance in there. You know what this place needs? This place needs some PR. Yeah. You know what I think would be a good one? Whoever it was that did, and what's that girl? She's like, not a real celebrity, but she was married to a real celebrity. And then they were in court about stuff, and I don't know, there's still people that believe that she is like innocent or that she's a victim and stuff. Yeah, she's been on the naughty list like since birth. Ugh. But anyway, whoever does her PR is obviously doing a good job. We need somebody like that up here. Yeah. So what about you? I know I found out Vixen's from Jersey. You know, I'm from Miami. Where are you from? Are you like one of those 100th generation elves or whatever? Cool. Do you like being an elf? Or like, is this something that you chose and that you wanted to do? Really? Okay. You know, I saw, well, it's kind of a long story actually how I got from there to here. I saw this ad on Craigslist and it wasn't what it was supposed to be. Yeah, I realized afterwards they are not supposed to trust those things. Would have been nice to know at the time. Yeah. It's like that time I got roped into that pyramid scheme selling those skincare products and vitamins. Some people burned their skin right off. It was bad. Yeah, and then we just had to keep pushing them and being like, oh, it's just your skin detoxing. Yeah, it was pretty bad. No. So anyway, Craigslist wasn't what it was supposed to be, and I sort of got like, I don't know, kidnapped, taken prisoner. I don't know if it really counts because I did willingly go with them, although it was under false pretenses, and then I was like chained up in a basement for so long that I lost all concept of time and space. It was a really interesting experience. Got rescued by the FBI. It was this whole thing, but afterwards, you know, I was like, oh my god, what's my purpose in life? Am I always just gonna be this girl who jumps around from these awful situations to more awful situations? And what year is it again? What decade is it? Who's the president? You know, regular stuff that you go through in life. So I was having this like crisis, and one Christmas I was awake, you know, hitting the sauce a little hard, wondering what to do with my life, and was actually Christmas. Like, you know, technically Christmas Eve, but it, like, rolled over into Christmas because it was nighttime, you know how it goes. So one of those things, and I decided that I wanted to see if it was possible to actually make it down the chimney. Yeah, so I climbed onto the roof, and I got stuck in the chimney. And Santa came, and he tried to go down the chimney, but I was there. So he's a big guy, right? Somehow he was nimble enough to get down there. I was stuck. And look, I know I needed to lose a couple pounds, but like, jeez, he could fit and I couldn't. That's how we knew he was the real deal. He was definitely magic. So he went down the chimney and pushed me out. Yeah, kind of like when you put that snake thing down a drain when there's a lot of hair in it. Yeah, pushed me out. And then he was like, ho, 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 how did you get in there? And I was like, ho, 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 stranger danger, who are you? And, you know, we had this big conversation about life and the choices I had made and how I was so lost and I needed a purpose. And he was like, oh, well, you know, it would be nice to see a new face around the North Pole in the workshop. I think you could make toys. And I was all like, yeah, I'm super good with my hands. And he was like, okay, you can't say things like that. And I was like, gotcha, I won't. And then I made it out here. Yeah, I'm kind of on this, like, I guess you would call it probation. Yeah, to see if I'm a good fit, because technically I'm an outsider. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm not so sure things... Yeah, I mean, if it's just based on my performance this year, I'm totally out. But I think Santa's got to be more forgiving than that, right? It's the whole spirit of Saint Nick and whatever. I mean, he's still with Mrs. Claus. And she's getting her bell rung. No, definitely not. And Rudolph, I mean, jeez. Well, why does he think his nose is always so red? It's because he's rubbing it, because... Oh. You didn't... Okay, you didn't know about... You don't know where I'm going with that. Okay. So sometimes when people, or I guess reindeer, because reindeer up here seem to have a lot of personality and some oddly human traits. Sometimes people or reindeer decide that they want a little fun in their lives. You know, sometimes it's the 80s and you're in a nightclub in New York City, or it's now and you're a banker, or you work on Wall Street and you need to work long hours, so you need energy, so you need a little boost. And I don't know, let's just say like snow isn't the only powder that makes its way around here. So Rudolph is always rubbing his nose because he's always, you know, got powder around him. I don't know, maybe the guy just has allergies, but I don't know, he seems a little tweaky if you ask me. And trust me, I have experience with that sort of thing. He definitely seems a little tweaked out. Yeah. And clearly the reindeer are not all innocent and everything. Yeah. I mean, Blitzen? Jeez. Sometimes I wonder, like, why did they pick those names? Did it have to be so on the nose with their personalities? Vixen, Blitzen, jeez. Yeah, it's like asking for trouble. Although maybe they were hoping that people would think it was like ironic names. Like, you know, when something is really small, so you name it Giant. Or you have a really, really tiny dog and you name it Bear. Yeah. Oh, Okay, that light just went off. That means we gotta switch stations. You know, I think this looks really good. Remember I said I wanted it to be super majestic? Yeah, I need to secure my place here. What do you think? I think the eyes might be a little small. What do you think? It should be happier. But he has a drum in his hand. This is representative of the drummer boy. If I paint him with a smile, I'm giving in to that North Pole propaganda. Duh. Besides, it kind of looks like a mustache, so I don't know. Maybe he's just a distinguished drummer man. Exactly. Okay, well, we gotta switch stations. But, before that, I guess I should probably check my face and look for my earring. Yeah, some of these elves can be so judgmental, and I don't want someone to see and then start gossiping because, yeah, it's just rude. Okay, well, maybe we can get, like, ice caps or something after? Yeah. Okay, I'll see you then. Good luck at the next station. I have to go look for my earrings now. Wish me luck.